Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm going to be updating you on more latest news that's been going on. Obviously guys, as I mentioned to you guys on my last video about the unlikely signings such as Robert Lewandowski, Gareth Bale and Michael Keane. Robert Lewandowski is a good efficient finisher, very creative, very clinical, is a fantastic goal scorer. And there's been reports that earlier that I read that Robert Lewandowski was currently unhappy at Bayern Munich. He's currently achieved well in the past, winning the Polish Cup, winning the Polish Cup, winning the Bundesliga, getting runners up in the Champions League as well. But I very doubt, guys, that Robert Lewandowski will be making a move to Manchester United. He's essential in that number 9 role. Also with Michael Keane, he hasn't got that big club winning mentality as Michael Keane. We have been linked to him before, but he's not one of a priority now. As teams have been linked with Michael Keane, I said he would be good as a centre-back with Michael Keane, as a backup plan as a centre-back. And also Gareth Bale, who is Premier League proven, but he is injury prone according to a lot of people. He has had a regular starts at Real Madrid, as he didn't get many games under his belt last season especially. But anyway guys, the latest news, yes, Cristiano Ronaldo. This is a huge debate whether he will be returning to Manchester United or not, Cristiano Ronaldo. As I said, won 4 Ballon d'Ors, won 3 Champions Leagues in 4 seasons for Real Madrid, and currently won the La Liga, 46 appearances last season, 42 goals, which is very impressive from Ronaldo. And you know, he's basically, in some situations, he's comparison to Messi. In some situations, he's comparable to Messi. You know, in this tax allegation situation, it is very comparable to Lionel Messi. As Ronaldo is currently basically expecting, you know, Real Madrid to pay this tax fee off for Cristiano Ronaldo. But he's basically in the same box as Lionel Messi in this situation. But I still don't think it will happen. You know, it's been sprouting about now for, you know, quite a long period. It's been sprouting about Ronaldo returning to Manchester United. But I still think he's been very petulant. And he's just very annoyed about this tax allegation. He feels as though he's a suspect. You know, will Real Madrid will to keep him? Will they will to pay his this tax case off, which is around about 13-14 euros or something like that. Same with Messi, but I think Lionel Messi paid his off. But they are comparison, and they are comparable as well. Ronaldo and Messi, the comparable, you know, goal scoring situations. You know, the fantastic goal scorers. I think the style of play is comparison. I think they are a bit different in the style of play. You know, Ronaldo's very skillful, very fast, very versatile, very tenacity, very precise on the ball, well focused, well organised, and he's you know, and I would be very ecstatic if Ronaldo was to make a move back to Manchester United. But it has been sprouting around a lot about this. Even from George Mendes, he's told a couple of months ago that he does want to leave Real Madrid. He's currently been at Real Madrid 8 years, and he's capable of scoring 30-40 goals a season. He's still a high prospect at the age of 32, you know. Scored 100 goals, around about 100 goals for Manchester United, won 3 Premier Leagues, won 2 League Cups, won an FA Cup and won a Champions League, so he's definitely highly rated. And are Manchester United going to keep that number 7 role vacant? I think they probably would maybe give it to Ronaldo, you know. But he's absolutely sensational. You know, Ronaldo is an absolutely phenomenal player. I'm not quite sure, you know, a lot of people still think it's not true and it is nonsense. But according to numerous reports that Ronaldo, it said from the Ebola reports the other day that he wants to. It's been talking about an irreversible decision that Ronaldo wants to depart from Real Madrid. But the problem is that Ronaldo and Jose Mourinho do not have a strong relation, and they don't really get on well, so that could be the main fact in it as well. But as people said, we've heard all this before, you know. we'll have to see how the scenario goes with Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, it'd be absolutely fantastic to get him back in the team, leading that line very very well, and he would be fantastic. And what a front line that would be if Ibrahimovic could be re-signing him. I don't know really what's going on with him. Is he still signing another contract to Ibrahimovic, who currently led that line last season with 28 goals in all competitions? I'll have to look more, guys, into that. But you know, I just hope this Ronaldo case does not affect if whether it's true or false. It doesn't affect our main targets. I hope it doesn't affect that we lose out on key targets. You know, with this Ronaldo situation, whether it's going to be true or false. My opinion, I can't really say. I think it might. I don't think it may be true. I think things will, you know, further down the line, things will get discussed more, and you know, things might get sorted out with Real Madrid. But I think this is our last opportunity now, you know, to get a player of Ronaldo's calibre back in the team. I think this is our last opportunity. But he has said he feels unhappy at Real Madrid and that he wants to make a move. And the team, you know, whether he's going to cost around about £150 million, between 130 £150 million, or maybe a bit more. You know, Manchester United have got the money to do that, and they can afford to get Cristiano Ronaldo back in the team. But I still think, as I said, with this tax invasion, he's been very, very petulant. You know, if Real Madrid do say they will pay the tax allegation off, Ronaldo then probably will think twice. He will probably stay at Real Madrid. But Ronaldo's been very, very petulant. It's like Messi paid his off. But more reports will be updating more about this, about Cristiano Ronaldo. But what a fantastic, you know, experience it would be, you know, for him to come back and experience this facility at the likes of Manchester United, you know. Come back, come and sign a new contract, come and play for the next 3 or 4 years, because you're still strong enough to do that. Come and get your 30-40 goals a season, win us the league for the next 3 seasons, Cristiano Ronaldo, because that's what will happen if Manchester United do. You know, if this miracle does happen and we do get Ronaldo back in, because I think this is like a miracle, you know, it would be fantastic news, and it would be remarkable if we actually did get Cristiano Ronaldo back in the team. Also, latest news about Alvaro Morata. You know, there's been deals about Alvaro Morata, Ronaldo and David De Gea, and £184 million offer for David De Gea, as I told you guys earlier on. Alvaro Morata, the deal is still a delay. I don't think that wedding will affect this deal. I don't think the Ronaldo thing will affect the deal. I think Real Madrid are asking for the price of around £79 million for Alvaro Morata. But the transfer fee is not fully negotiated as yet. We should know sometime this week or maybe next week what's going to be happening with Alvaro Morata. Chelsea have currently lost. I think Chelsea have lost their interest now in Alvaro Morata. I think Romelu Lukaku is one of their main targets and main priorities to get in their team. Romelu Lukaku is a big game flop. He's a fantastic goal scorer, guys, as I said, but he's not competitive against the big teams. And we need that fluidity and movement. We need that cooperation back in the team. You know, we need everything back in the team. And also Ronaldo. Another thing about Ronaldo, guys, I forgot to tell you guys, he is very extravagant, and I think you guys will agree with that. That he's very extravagant as well. I do think he's a fantastic footballer, and I'd love him to come back to Manchester United. But I do think he's petulant, and he does throw his toys out the pram at times. Does Cristiano Ronaldo? But yeah, guys, it is a big debate whether this will be happening, guys. So more things will get updated, and we'll have to see what happens. Alvaro Morata, as I said, the transfer fee is getting fully negotiated, not fully confirmed as yet. Even Perisic on that left hand, we do need that dedicated width. Even Perisic is not fully confirmed as yet. The deal's not fully confirmed. Manchester United are looking into offering between 30 to £35 million, but Inter Milan have set a price tag out of around £48 million. Whether we are willing to meet that price tag, which I said even Perisic is not worth £48 million, because he could improve. He does improve his squad, but he cannot improve his starting 11, as he is not a Galactico player. He's very skillful, very good in the air, very creative, good. You know, he's good. He's got good work rate. He's got good physical attributes, and got good ability. And he is good at manipulating, teasing defenders, and he does dictate the player well at times as well as even Perisic. But I just said he's not worth £48 million. But if these players do come available down the line with, you know, with the likes of Ronaldo, Manchester United will be first in the queue. You know, with the likes of Mbappe, who could be going to Real Madrid if he leaves Monaco, and also the likes of Ousmane Dembele. So if any of them come available, and your Aubameyang's as well, who's also good at leading the lines, who can bring that firepower. You know, he's good at leading the lines. He's good at going through the channels. He's Patrick-Emile Aubameyang. We need to look at more in the region at them players if they do come available and get first there in the queue, because we have got the money. Manchester United have currently got the money to do this. So yeah, I just hope that this fairy tale comes true about Cristiano Ronaldo, because this is the main matter of the fact about this at the moment, guys. Because he will develop himself well at the age of 32. You know, he will be determined to go out there and show a performance every game, score a bag full of goals, and win us the title for the next 3 or 4 seasons. Because he is the world's best player in the world, is Cristiano Ronaldo. But also, Nemanja Matic wants the Manchester United transfer. Mourinho has been interested in Matic or Dyer. I said Dyer's not worth £50 million, as he does not complement, well, you know, with the likes of Herrera, your Pogbas, your Valencias. He doesn't complement any of them. Does Eric Dyer or Matic? So I wouldn't be very ecstatic if Matic or Dyer come in the team. I'd prefer the likes of Fabinho. I'd prefer the likes of maybe Matuidi. You know, your Nainggolan's. You know, your Cardis. You know, all the rest of the, you know, top quality players that we've looked at. I don't think Matic would, you know, succeed in a Manchester United shirt, or even I don't think Eric Dyer would succeed in a Manchester United shirt either. So we'll have to see what happens about that. As I said, guys, David De Gea, could he be going back to Madrid? You know, you could understand why, because he's born in Madrid. His family's from there, his girlfriend's from there. As I said, you know, he went up the ranks at Atletico Madrid. But as I said, this could be part of the deal between the Alvaro Morata and Ronaldo situation. This could be part of a deal. Plus, as I said, £184 million offered to Madrid in a deal as well. But yeah, guys. Obviously, we've got a first player on the board, which is Lindelof. A first player on the board. He's got some reservations about his game, but he's determined, because he is good at holding that defensive line. You know, he has achieved well at Benfica, so he has got a good history. Some people say it's like the comparable of Vidic and Ferdinand, Bailey and Victor Lindelof as a centre-back partnership. I do think that's right, but I can't really judge. We'll find out at the end of his tenure, Victor Lindelof, if he was worth the money. I do think Paul Pogba is comparable to Scholes. I think they do really both have similarities. I don't think the comparison in any way, Scholes and Pogba. I think Scholes dictates the play well. He plays lovely trademark passes such as Paul Pogba. He operates space as well. He's got good acceleration like Pogba. So they do have similarities. And Herrera, I think he needs to be pushed up a bit more. You know, to express himself more, as he did hold that defensive line well in the centre defensive mid last season. People are desperate for him to get that captain's armband next season. To be quite fair, I do think Ander Herrera will get that captain's armband next season. Also, is there a chance Luis Suarez could go back to Liverpool? That I've heard as well. I don't think Luis Suarez will go back to Liverpool. To be fair, I hate them, but Liverpool were performing, and you know, they were getting good results when Luis Suarez was in their team. They was very, very good, I've got to be quite honest. But I can't see that happening. But Ronaldo is at the absolute limelight. Basically, Morata and even Perisic are our main priorities at the moment, and they're the ones that look the most likely that they're going to come to Manchester United. But Ronaldo, I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to fully commit to it. I'm not fully convinced that he will be coming or even leaving Real Madrid, you know. But I do respect these journalists. He's a respected journalist. He's Damasio, who is being announced by Damasio. Paris Saint-Germain are currently in there for Ronaldo as well. As I said, they're willing to pay anything to get to pay for Ronaldo. But I don't think Ronaldo will go to the French capital. I think he was to leave. He would come back to the Premier League. And that's the only team he'd come back to, which is us, Manchester United. So we'll have to see what happens. See what happens with that. We've also looked at left backs, as there's not many viable alternatives there. We've looked at the likes of Ryan Sessegnon. We've looked at the likes of Benjamin Mendy. We looked at Danny Rose before, so we've looked at quite a few left backs, but that's not the most essential position. I think we're fine at centre back unless Jose Mourinho does want to get another centre back in. But I said if David De Gea does leave, we need to get another goalkeeper in there. I think Donnarumma is going to be the first choice, and we've also been in talks with Kasper Schmeichel as well. But Donnarumma is a wonder kid. He could be potentially the next number one if he did come to Manchester United and David De Gea did leave. But I still really highly rate David De Gea. He's potentially the best goalkeeper in the world. I still love him to be at Manchester United next season. David De Gea, it would be fantastic. But now we'll have to see what happens with these numerous media outlets that are reporting on this. Could David De Gea be leaving? I am not quite sure. That's still a massive debate about that. But we're in a Ronaldo case. I'm not fully committing to it. I'm not quite sure, guys, what's going to happen about this. I'm really not quite sure. But telling his teammates, telling with the likes of Lopez, telling the likes of George Mendes, that he wants to leave Real Madrid. As he just feels unhappy there. I'm not sure if it's mainly to do with the tax allegations. Could it be? Could it be not be? Would he have said this if this tax allegation this tax case had never happened? Would any of this have been mentioned? But I just think he feels unhappy because he's getting booed and everything. He's not getting the reception and everything that he wants. But at a team like Manchester United, he get loved, praised, admired. And he said according to him, he's not getting that at Real Madrid. He's not getting that at Real Madrid. So if you come back to Manchester United, the crowd would get behind him, would all love him back at Manchester United. And and what an experience it would be for a player of that calibre and the player of that technique, to score you goals and get you to command you in a position where you want to be. And Ronaldo is that type of player that can do that. So yeah, guys, we'll have to see what happens about this. Anyway, guys, that's everything to update you with, guys. When more things get updated, I will be notifying you guys about that. So take it easy, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.